There's what you say. That's the surface layer. That's one everyone obsesses over. There's how you say it. 3, there's your intention, the intention you have behind it. And 4, there's your self-esteem. And forgive my terrible handwriting. What you say, how you say it, your intention, your level of self-esteem. We think this is the most important, and it goes to least important, but it's actually the opposite. This is the most important. People will sense that in the vibe. It's like, where does this person view themselves, right? Where's their level of self-esteem? Are they comfortable with themselves? Do they think, hey, I'm here, all is good, nothing to prove? People pick up on that. And you always gravitate towards someone who has high, healthy self-esteem. Then there's your intention. And this is where the whole frame game is at play, right? There's different frames at all times. There's macro frames and micro frames. A macro frame could be, for example, who's at the cause, who's at the effect. Who's chasing, who's leading, right? Who's the buyer, who's the seller. Could also be who's offering value, who isn't, right? All those things, intention. You could, then there's, and I'll give some examples. How you say it, that'd be the subcommunication, right? So your tonality, facial expression, so on and so forth. And then there's what you say. What you say, least important. This is also a reason why people run out of things to say. They value it too much, right? The same as like, there has to be a logical link. No, it doesn't really matter what you say. I much rather focus on how I say it than what I say. The words are simply the vehicle for someone to experience you. That's it. How you say it's more important. How you say it is expanding the range where, for example, I would suggest all of you in front of the mirror at home, see how wide your range is, right? Give yourself an exercise. Be like, you know what does me being angry look like? For a lot of people, it's just like, right? So you can only do a facial, what's your facial expression of being mad, right? Versus, like, there's a big range. Get it? And notice I can just summon that.
It was good. It was
right? No, it's crazy. Like a lot of social skills, like you really want to amplify it in the facial expressions. And this is also too how we talked about how the more, the formula is like if you can accomplish something doing less, it's actually a lot more potent and powerful, right? So say, is a joke, I'm talking to someone and I'm like, I want to just playfully, like say they say something and I want to playfully be like, ooh, that sucks, like that. Right? Like someone's like, hey, you know, I did this. I'm like, oh, really? Right? So I could do that, ooh, really? And I get the reaction like, haha, yeah, really, right, as a joke. Or I could just be like, just that. Right? Or even if I meet someone, I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And it's like, right, I just do a little look then. It's like, wait, what? Like that, right? So little things like that accomplish a lot, but you need the range, right? So whenever I'm talking, all these layers are happening at the same time. There's also another reason you really want to let go, so you have the mental bandwidth to be aware of them. Okay? And then, even in terms of social calibration, there's things you're going to say or do that put pressure on someone and things that don't. And you can mix and match in the layers. Perhaps there's pressure in the words, but not in the subcommunications, so it balances it out. I know there's levels to this, right? So how you say it, but practice the range. Okay? The intention is also something to practice. That's where it gets a little out there and a little bit more like Jedi mind trick. But say right now, like everyone here stare at me, right? Say look at me in the eyes. And here's the exercise. I want you to communicate to me without moving your face. You're not allowed to make a face. You can't use any facial expressions. You can't even squint your eyes. You can't talk. But I want you to communicate to me that you love me. So you're going to say, I love you, like, but you can't talk. Do it. You tap into this weird kind of pre-verbal layer, right? Now communicate to me, I hate you. Like, say, imagine like you're really mad, but you can't make a facial expression. That there, we actually pick up on it. That's the intention layer. So for example, you hear offering value, taking value. And we think, say, asking a question, is that offering or taking? Taking. Not necessarily. You can ask a question while offering value, because that's the intention. Okay, so here's the difference. Say it's taking value. It's like, hey, do you like what I'm saying? I can even say, breaking rapport, hey, do you like what I'm saying? I'm taking. You feel it in the intention. That's where also neediness plays in. Versus, hey, do you like what I'm saying? Giving. Even in a question. Do you notice the subtleties here? That's key. Right? This is also why even before saying hi, like, say I went to someone and I would like say put my hand out like that. If they're going to walk up and say grab the hand or not, that's in the intention. It's like, you will reach for the hand. It's like Jedi mind trick type stuff. You will feel it. But what's going to go through someone's mind to see like, okay, am I going to? Notice how there's no words. I'm just like, they're going to get a feel for, okay, what do I get off sub-communications a bit? But say there's not much. I'm just like, they're going to feel the intention and the level of self-esteem. Okay? And those there, self-esteem, impossible to fake. Intentions, almost impossible to fake. We call those honest signals. That's why they're so valuable. That's how you tell if the person's, say, good, bad, trustworthy or not, where they stand, if you should reach or not. It's also why you sense, oh, something's a little bit off around this person. We feel that. You'll be amazed at just how we unconsciously pick up on all these little things. Because guess what? We used to all socialize before words existed. All right, as humans. Social skills, a lot of it's pre-verbal.